To me, and nobody without our students. We would be nobody without our students. Yes. I totally agree with you, and congratulations on your achievements, Hare Krishna, and on your kids' achievements.
Yes, so students and we are really privileged today to host a great session with our guest teacher, and she is from Argentina. And so you all know that Argentina is located in South America, and it is part of South America. And her name is Miss Graciela Martinez. I'm sorry, please forgive me if I pronounce any letter wrongly, if I am not right. So let me tell about this great lady, and she is a very experienced English teacher and a great educator, and she has given so many webinars, many topics in English, and a versatile genius. And so we are lucky enough today to have her as our guest. So in this session, we are going to learn many things. So it is a great opportunity for us to enrich our knowledge in many aspects of English with this great personality. So I warmly welcome our guest to India and to take part in this session. And I would like to start with one of my students. So Somyasri, would you like to start?
Yes, sir. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Somyasri, an educator from Z.P.H.S School, Ilavaram. I am so honored to interact with you. Namaste from India. Here I would like to ask you a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Yes, of course. Good morning. Namaste.
What is your teaching philosophy?
Okay, well, that's a big question. That's a big question, really. Well, I think I share many aspects of my teaching ideas with Hare Krishna, because I also believe that my students should be the center of my attention, and they should be the protagonist of classes, you know. I'm not only a teacher of English, I'm also a teacher trainer. I don't know if you know what that means. A teacher trainer is somebody who teaches teachers, right? So I also train teachers to become teachers of English. So that's a very I would say, an important role, because I transmit to them my own philosophy, my own teaching philosophy. And for me, students should be the center of the classroom and of the classes. And everything we teachers do should be focused on them, and on the same as Hare Krishna does, opening boundaries, right? Helping learners, helping students achieve their goals, right? And supporting them all the time. I believe in creating a comfortable atmosphere where children or where adults, it doesn't matter their age, but where learners can flourish, you know, they can be themselves, they can be the best the best version of themselves, I would say. I hope I
answering to my question. Sika, an 8th grader from Z.P.H.S School, Ilavaram. I am so excited to ask you a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Yes, of course. Come on, Jessica.
What is life like in Argentina?
Oh, okay. Well, so much to talk about that. You asked me about my country and I don't know where to start, right? To begin with, let me tell you that today we are starting the autumn season here, right? And well, this year it's been quite rainy. Today it's a gorgeous sunny day, but we have had rains for the last 4 or 5 days, very heavy rains. Life here in my area, life here in Argentina is pleasant. we are going through quite a hard economical situation at the moment. We have, I don't know if you know about our country, but we have a new political situation now, and things are getting better and better every day, although it's still hard, but we will come through, and I'm sure things will flourish. Yes, just give me a sec. This is loading. Let me tell you what I'm going to share. I'm going to share, okay, you probably can see this now. This is Google Maps, right? Can you see that?
Yes, 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 we can see.
All right. Okay, so this is my country, Argentina, right? This is where Hare Krishna said that we are in the south. This is the very south of South. This whole thing is South America. And if I move this, look, I'm moving to the east, right? I can get to your country right here. Okay, so it's a long, long way. So let me show you again. I live in this area here, you see, like a big belly in the country. This is the province of Buenos Aires, right? And my city is here in the north. Let's see if I can, right? This is the province of Buenos Aires. And my city is somewhere here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, by a nice river that we've got here. My city is called Escobar. It's taking time to load. Here. This is my city, Belén de Escobar. Let me show you. This here, Belén de Escobar.
Yes.
Right? There's where I live. And it's a few, yes, and here you've got, I don't know if you can see, there's a picture of my city, a beautiful garden, right?
Yes.
Well, some places. Right. So I'm going to stop sharing so I can see all of you. My city is a green area. I see that there are questions here, and it's by a river. And we are a few kilometers away from our capital city, Buenos Aires, right? Our country is, it's a very big country, so we've got different weathers in the north, in the south, in the east, and in the west, with different landscapes. We go from mountains to rivers, plains, glaciers. We've got glaciers in the south, right? And the southern, the city which is in the very end of South America, which is Ushuaia, right? So you're all invited. Okay.
Yes, here is a question. In fact, how far is Antarctica from your country? So I heard that.
Well,
I heard that those who want to travel to Antarctica, they visit your country, and from where they travel to Antarctica. So that's what I heard. Is it true?
Okay. Well, there is a part of Antarctica that belongs to Argentina. It's Antarctica, Argentina. Okay. And actually, I don't know if you can travel there. It's quite far away. I can't tell you for sure. I can't tell you in distance, but I heard that there is a cruise ship at some moment taking you there, but I don't know, but we've never done that. It's not something that we usually do, right? We get to the south, we get to Ushuaia, we get to the glaciers, right? There are great pictures about that. Okay, I have just told my husband to bring me a photo of the last time we visited.
Oh, great. So, yes.
Well, and we have, and there are famous people here in my country. Do you know anybody famous from Argentina, kids?
Students.
Messi. Messi, all right. You like Messi?
Yes, sir.
Husband and me,
Wow.
right?
Mm.
Can you see there?
Yeah,
I don't know if you
we
can
can
see.
we can see.
Yeah. Okay, that's a big, big wall of ice. That's the glaciers in the south a few years ago, right? We are wearing sunglasses because it was a gorgeous sunny day, and the reflection of the ice was terrible.
Yes.
But well, we took a cruise ship there. It was a fantastic holiday we could have, right? Yes.
Thank you. And here is another student waiting to ask the question. Yes. Nandakishore.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Morning.
Namaste from India. How is Argentina at present?
All right. I think I answered that question right. We're having a not a very comfortable economic situation, but we are doing fine. We are getting better and better every day. People go to work, and still we are starting we have just started our school year, right? Our school year starts in March and it finishes in December. We have a holiday in the middle in July, which is our winter. And all schools are working, are fully working now, right? Here, as for myself, in the morning, I deliver online lessons. And then in the evening, I work at Teachers Training College where I train teachers, right?
Oh, yes, it must be a busy day today.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay. It's a different day.
Nandakishore, go ahead and ask your question.
This is Nandikishore, an 8th standard student from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Now, I would like to ask a question. Here, my question is: what is your best teaching strategy to deal with non-native speakers of English?
Okay. Well, you know that what I think one of the most important things is to help students become good communicators, right? So to try and help them express themselves as best as they can. So my students know, and they have given me a kind of nickname. They call me the why lady. Why? Because when they say something, I keep asking why. And so they need to go on explaining. They need to go on talking, right? And that helps them to communicate their ideas better because they need to start thinking. And they also help them to become critical thinkers, right? Not to just accept what they hear, but to process what they hear and come up with their own ideas, right? So my let's say I don't know if we can say the best tool, but the tool I really like best is this why. Keep thinking, right? Keep going. Students.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Gayatri, an educator from Z.P.H.S High School, Ilavaram. I'm so jubilant to interact with you. Here, I would like to ask you a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Yes, of course, Gayatri. Thank you.
What schools are popular in Argentina, public or private?
Okay, right. Well, we do have the both modalities. Public, we call them state-run schools, right? They are funded by the government. And then we also have private schools. Some of them are half funded by the government and half private, and some of them are totally private. Public schools are very popular. You know, education here is obligatory up to the end of high school. It's obligatory, it's free, right? And of course, in private school, the parents need to fund their students' education. Both of them, both modalities or both kinds of education are popular here. Perhaps, well, some private schools have a double shift, and some of them are bilingual. So it depends on where you want to, what kind of education you want to provide to your children. But both of them are popular. There are lots of schools here, right? Yes.
So,
I
Miss
hope you answered your question.
Yes. So the private and public sector is sharing the equal honors when it comes to the education system. Am I right?
Right. When it comes to curriculum design and what to teach, they need, both of them follow the same curriculum design coming from the Ministry of Education. And then private schools can add, right, additional subjects to their own curriculum, right? They have their private design, but they need to follow the state design or the national design, let's say, and they can add new things. And when they add new subjects, they usually add a double shift. In public schools, in state-run schools, there is only one shift, either morning or afternoon, and evening for adults, right? Who for some reason could not complete their education earlier, and so they can complete it later. Yeah.
Okay. So do the students get any incentives from the government, like free textbooks, free uniform, or any other incentives that attend the public system in your country?
Right. Yes, they do. In some schools, they also get a meal, right? And even nowadays, there is a sector which is getting a kind of grant or allowance to help them pay half the fee of private schools if they want to send the children to private schools.
Oh.
Yes, they do.
Oh, that's great. And even in our public system also, the government is giving that provision to the parents to decide whether they want to send their children to public system or private system. And if they prefer the private system, yes, there is a provision, and the government is going to fund the public private school and these kids. Yes, the same system is also prevailing in my country too.
Right. Right.
Yes.
This has just started. I don't know how long this is going, but this is a new policy of our new government.
Oh,
right.
Yes.
We didn't have it before. This is a policy of the new government.
Yes. So another student is curiously waiting. Padmaja, over to you.
Yes, sir. Hello, ma'am. Good
Hello.
morning. Good morning. My name is Padmaja. I am a 7th grader from Z.P.H.S School, Ilavaram. It's my pleasure to interact with you. Now, I would like to ask you a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Of course. Go ahead.
How long have you been teaching?
Oof. Long time ago, over 40 years. I've been teaching for more than 40 years. I started when I was a very young girl. I had not graduated yet. And then I continued teaching in different levels to different ages, right? And now I don't teach primary or high school anymore. I devote my time to teacher training, right?
Oh.
After all this experience, yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
and also I have another question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Could you please share your thoughts about qualities of an inspiring educator?
Oh, You're asking very interesting questions, kids. Thank you for your questions. All right, an inspiring educator. There you already mentioned one of the qualities. An educator should be inspiring, right? Should be inspiring, should open the learner's mind. In my opinion, an educator should be flexible, adaptable, kind and caring. If you can be anything in life, an educator or whatever walk of life you choose, I would say that if you can be anything, be kind, and always have a smile in your face, because you will see me like this all the time. Even in my hard days, I try to have a smile, because I don't know if you have studied this, but our brain has got some cells that are called mirror cells, as if you are looking at yourself in a mirror. And so when you smile at somebody, those mirror cells get activated. And so that person will reflect your smile and will smile at you. Try that, right? Even if even if somebody in front of you seems very hard and difficult to approach, you come with a smile, and they will, at some moment, you will certainly get another smile. So flexible, approachable, kind, open-minded. A good educator should be constantly updating himself or herself. That's very important. Look at me. I've just said I've been teaching for over 40 years. Imagine if I had never updated myself. No, that would be horrible. I wouldn't be able to be teaching, right? So you need to update yourself all the time, all the time. Things change by the minute. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering my question.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Oh, yes, I am so impressed with your response for particular this question. Actually, yes, you have given really valid information. So what I like in your response, that the mirror cells. So mirror cells, in fact, they get activated when you keep smile on your face. So when I read an article a long time ago, Charlie Chaplin, and so though he has many up and downs in his life, he always tries to make the others laugh and keeping the many problems in his mind, but his face never allows the others to understand his inner feelings.
Yeah.
So yes, just like Charlie Chaplin, I think teachers should always smile and make the students activate every moment.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Yes, Srinivas, power to you.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. How are you, ma'am?
Good morning. Fine, thanks. And you? How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you. This is Subramanyaswar Srinivas, 8th grade student from Z.P.H.S School, Ilavaram. I would like to ask you a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Of course. Come on.
My question is, what kind of teaching strategy do you employ for effective teaching?
Okay. So can you get the end? Teaching strategy you apply for?
What kind of teaching strategy do you employ for effective teaching?
That's right. Always, we need to recycle things all the time. But something I find very important is giving students good feedback, right? Good feedback, both academic or linguistic feedback, right? Telling them how they can improve their language or the way they express themselves, but also affective feedback so that they can keep trying, even if they are not doing so nicely now, they still can't get their goals, but well, pushing them forward to get their goals. So for me, you need to constantly give feedback, you need to tell your students, or to make them think that they make them see, not think, you should show them that they matter and that what they say matters to you. So that's very important.
Yes,
Right.
thank you.
Okay.
Cool.
All
Why
right. Look, something I always have next to me, right here on my desk.
Okay.
Let me show you. It's this.
Wow.
Have you ever seen this?
Yes, one of the teachers actually showed me a long time ago. Is it a tea pot?
All right. Yes. Okay. In order to explain it, I would say it's a kind of tea. This is called mate, right? And this is a pot, and it's filled with mate leaves, right? Which is a kind of tea, and we drink it here like this. Look, it's filled with mate leaves here, and I pour hot water, right? And then I sip here. And this is what we drink all day at all times, right? When we get together, right, we share this drink. Before, let me tell you a curiosity. Before the pandemic, we used to drink from the same. After the pandemic, now we get together, but each of us has their own mate, and it comes in different shapes. I mean, it's always a container, right, where you put here, but it can also be very decorative.
Oh,
right. Yes, this is typical. This is very big, right? Yes. With a hole there in the middle. So this is our national drink here in Argentina.
That's quite interesting. In fact, in India, wherever you go and whoever house you visit, they are definitely offer you a cup of tea. So yeah, cup of tea is quite common drink in India, and so the math is it?
Yes. Yes, it is. And well, if you want, you can invite a friend, right? Come home, come over for a mate instead of come over for a cup of tea, right? Or let's talk about it over a mate. My students, I told you I teach at in the evening. So my students take their own mate, and yeah, and they take mate right at their break times. Yes.
So it must have some health benefits if somebody consume this medicine. Is it medicinal drink? Which is
yes, you can add some other things. People, and you can take it the way you want. You can take it sweet, you can take it with sugar, without sugar. Some people add bits of lemon or orange or some other herbs there to give it a different flavor. But the typical one is without sugar and without anything else than the typical what we call yerba mate, which is the tea leaves, the yerba mate leaves.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing a very important traditional one. And do you have anything to share with us?
Right. Yes, I've got a couple of photographs.
Oh.
Because this is, I want to share my family. Oh. Right. This is my family. In fact, my kids. Right. And some of my grandkids. And here, right, this is my husband and I. Oh, here. My husband and I and our 3 grandchildren. Oh. Right? So cute. They're a bit older now, but these are a boy and 2 girls. I'm really very, very happy and very proud of them.
Yes.
Love them so much.
Definitely.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So here is one question.
Any other question?
Yeah, I have one question. So you
Please.
have been a very experienced teacher, and you have worked almost, you have completed 5 guests to give a message, because this message is so quite useful for me and for my kids.
Right. Well, A message. Well, keep trying. Never give up. Never give up on your dreams, right? If you have a dream and you cannot, for any reason, you cannot fulfill it now, just take your dream, put it in a drawer or put it in a little box, figuratively, right? Treasure it there. And from time to time, open the box, look at your dream and think about it, but take care of it, because at some moment in your life, the time will come for your dream to become true if you work for it. So if you have a dream, go for it, work for it. And if the opportunity is not there, create it. If the opportunity is not there, create it. We can all do things, but we need to have a determined mind to do things, right? Life may not be easy, but our attitude to that, to situations, will make all the difference. Think about the problems, right? We may have a problem. If we are negative about the problem, we will say, oh, I cannot solve it. But if we are positive about it, we say, okay, this is a problem. Let's find a solution. Because that's what problems are for, to force us find solutions. So this is it. Go for it.
Thank you so much for your valuable message.